3, 2, 1.
Please stand by for further details. We return you now to your regularly scheduled program.
Hello to those of you who are feeling called to this reading in particular, mystery reading at number 1118. My name is Elizabeth, and before getting into this reading, if you are a recurring viewer, you enjoy my work, and you would like to help support it, feel free to do so by sticking around and hitting that subscribe button down below, and ringing the notification bell next to it if you feel called to. And if you do feel called to subscribe and stick around, welcome. My current goal is 300 subscribers at this time, so thank you very much for your support, as well as your presence during this reading. So, right at the very beginning, when I started talking, you might have noticed that the frame of the camera moved a little bit. That's because I was checking to make sure that I had Do Not Disturb turned on. So it wouldn't be too distracting. Whenever I did that, I saw the time was 12:22 p.m. And the number 1222 is a sign about being yourself and trusting that it will pay off. And if you resonate with the idea of authenticity paying off and really serving you, maybe the reading in the future, mystery reading 1222, could be significant for you. Because I think literally just yesterday I was thinking about whenever I actually get to that reading, I look forward to it. Because I'm used to, doing significant readings for 111222 and stuff like that, but to me it gets more interesting when they're numbers that I personally have see as significant, like 1010 or 1222. So maybe that reading could be significant for you if you do feel called to be more honest and authentic, to serve both yourself and the collective. There could also be a message here for you to, I'm wanting to say trust that everything happens for a reason. That's not what I mean to say. But hey, there could still definitely be a message for you. But I also saw 122 and 123 while I was being silent. And 122 is a reminder about how change really does start with you. The more honest and authentic you are, the more true to yourself you are, it will definitely inspire others to do the same, especially if you don't really see yourself as normal, or you kind of stand out, which would make sense. I suppose those who make a difference do stand out. But 123 is a sign of trust and everything happens for a reason. So that seems to just be confirmation of, me wanting to say that message, to trust everything happens for a reason. Be yourself, trust the process. Remember that change starts with you. You really are making a difference. And trust that everything you went through and everything that you are is true for a reason. Moving into interpreting the number 1118. The number 1 is about trusting yourself and having faith in yourself. So, what is your intuition telling you? How is it guiding you? What knowing makes you feel confident, even if there is no, or there at least appears to be no tangible or physical evidence or proof that your intuition is leading you in the right direction? I do feel called to, put it out there to make sure you are discerning between fear and intuition. Fear messes with your sense of safety, but at the same time, your intuition can also make you feel safe or unsafe. So I guess fear is like, there's no knowing here. It's actually fear of the unknown. Your intuition is not about not knowing it, it's about knowing, So make sure you're listening to what you know and not what you're afraid of what you don't know, There might be a significant podcast that you are keeping up with. And who knows, maybe that you even operate. It does feel like there's really something here about someone expressing themselves, honestly. Whether it's you or somebody else do that, or both. How do you feel called to use your strength right now to honor what your intuition is telling you and where it is guiding you? How can you have more faith, persevere, be more patient, however the idea of strength shows up and resonates for you, if it does at all. The number 8 is about loss and trusting that whatever is lost will be replaced. So whoever or whatever you shed as you become closer to being yourself, well, it may be painful. I would say you're not losing much. You're not missing out on much because you deserve to have people and situations that honor and respect who you truly are. That's when it really starts to pay off, I think, in my opinion. Adding up these numbers, 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3, plus 8 is 11, and a lot lately, the number 11 has been reminding me of the Justice card in Tarot because that card has the number 11 on it. 1111 or 11 in some other way might be significant for you, maybe even the character from Stranger Things or something. Or just the idea of justice, bringing yourself justice and fairness by being fair to yourself first. So that way you are a force in this world that attracts justice and fairness, order even. There's something here about building a foundation on truth. And this could, I just don't believe that, trying to build a foundation out of lies is going to be very stable. Because a lie can change. The story, the narrative can change. But with the truth, I believe that provides true stability because you can't change what is. No matter how upset and angry we get at the thought of that, it's true. I believe before we can bring more justice into this world and around us, first need to create that justice within ourselves by having a more fair and honest relationship with ourselves. 1 plus 1 from the number 11 is 2, and the number 2 can be confirmation of a significant relationship or situation that has come to mind. I'm really, really feeling into this energy of justice. Like, it's making me think of a courtroom and like a gavel. So maybe somebody here does have court, or something to do with the legal system, or there just is a situation that feels reminiscent of a legal situation. Where maybe somebody's being interrogated, put on the spot, put on trial, giving everybody a fair chance to speak. I believe that is called due process, having a fair process to justice. Maybe you want to give yourself or someone else a fair chance to be honest, to do the right thing. The other way that I interpret the number 2, more guidance for you to create more peace and balance or justice within yourself, and to really be mindful of the choices that you make and ensure that those choices protect your peace and ultimately your environment and your future. I really do think that some people underestimate the power of peace. So is there some sort of conflict or quarrel that you're having within yourself, in the relationship with yourself? Something you need to find closure with or make a choice? Some sort of a commitment, possibly? And I just saw the number 122 on the timer again. Remember, that change really does start with you. If you feel called to make a difference in some way, to show up in a way that has a positive impact, this is your confirmation. Overall, with the number 1118, there's a powerful message here to trust your intuition, have faith in yourself, and to your ability to be strong, whether it's in form of patience or perseverance, or whatever it may be. And trust that whatever is lost will be replaced. Just be wise about your choices, protect your peace, and like I said, if there's some person or situation on your mind right now, it's very possible that this reading could be about that. So you can see that there are a couple of decks of cards on the table. I'm not going to spend too long on this portion of the reading because I don't have as much time as I did in the first portion. But I'm going to start with these Prisma Vision Tarot cards, which are just the major arcana cards mixed with the pages, Page of Cups, Page of Swords, etc. And the reason why I have mixed the pages with the major arcanas, if you didn't already know, it's because these are playing cards I'm going to use that, resemble the minor arcana tarot cards, but they don't have pages, just Knight, King, and Queen, or Jack, King, and Queen. So let's go ahead and shuffle these tarot cards and see what major theme or idea needs to be talked about or needs to come to light. Maybe there's something here that really, really needs to be illuminated, or that you need to wake up to or realize. And I have the Hanged Man in reverse, and up here, that's a planet symbol, and that is an element symbol. I don't know what either of them mean, so if you do feel called to look them up. I think it might be Uranus, but I'm not sure. But it's also associated with the third eye chakra, so really, what is your intuition telling you, especially about something that feels risky? I think if something feels risky, your fear is not trying to limit you, it's trying to protect you. It could even be an unnecessary sacrifice that is being made here. The animal of a goat might be significant. The Hanged Man upright is about an uncomfortable sacrifice, but it's one that is honorable and genuinely feels right. And when this card is in reverse, to me it's still about either making a sacrifice that is not worth making or is wrong to make, or stalling when it comes to making a sacrifice. So I think it's up to you to decide, actually, whether your fear is trying to protect or limit you. If it's trying to protect you, I feel that your intuition is trying to tell you it's trying to show you something that is genuinely unsafe or not right or unfair. And if your fear is trying to limit you, this makes me think it's more about stalling. Like, you feel like a sacrifice is going to be worth it, even though it's scary, but something is holding you back. The Hanged Man also has the number 12 on it. 1 plus 2 is 3, and the number 3 is about self-expression, communication, expressing how you feel. We did talk in the beginning about being honest and authentic. Number 3 is also about healing and growing and being committed to your psychological and spiritual well-being, that journey to grow, to have more peace, to become more of who you really are. So however you feel called to express yourself, even if you need to make something known to yourself about how you feel about something, this is your confirmation to use your voice, to make how you feel known and to not overlook your own thoughts and feelings and beliefs. My mouth is feeling quite dry today, and I'm not sure why. But it's really irritating me because I'm trying to do this reading. But we're going to move on to these playing cards. I won't spend much time here because I only have a few minutes. Let's see, which card will we have first? Well, one just fell on the table. I actually already have both of the cards that I want to use. But the one that fell on the table is the 8 of Hearts in reverse. Yeah. Or it's also the 8 of Cups. There's definitely the idea of loss. The message of trusting that what is lost will be replaced feels very strong here. And this 8 of Cups, this 8 of Hearts, is telling me that right now your fear is trying to limit you and not protect you. Because up here we have fear. And it feels like you are holding on to someone or something that you've been investing in for a long time. So it's understandable for walking away to be difficult, but it does feel like it is that time to walk away, to let go, to move on, to let yourself heal and allow other people or situations that align more with who you really are to take up space in your life. And I want to say in your heart, too. Okay, and the last card that we have is the Jack of Diamonds, also known as the Knight of Pentacles. This says hardworking and routine. So there's somebody here who is hardworking. Maybe they operate better with a routine. And I feel that whatever you're struggling to walk away from is a distraction and it's holding you back. Or there's something here about somebody else who is hardworking and they have a routine. And this feels like somebody who is meant to be in your life. It doesn't feel like the person you should be walking away from. So it feels like this Jack here is to remind you of your goals and or to remind you of somebody who perhaps has the same ambition as you do, someone who is just as hardworking. Overall, with these cards, there is a sacrifice here. Whether or not it needs to be made is up to you. Just make sure that your intuition is in the driver's seat and not your fear. No matter what, there is a call here to walk away or let go of someone or something that you have been investing in for quite a long time. And to shift your focus over here to your goals. Maybe you could use this pain as fuel towards your goals rather than to recklessly destroy. Or to shift your attention or your focus to somebody else or someone who is hardworking. You know, they know what they want. and they really know the value of working for something. This person knows how to appreciate things, and whether it's you or someone else, this person deserves to attract people who also knows how to appreciate things, who also knows the value of hard work. And if you want to bring more people like that into your life, be that. Be hardworking. Focus on your goals. Really, in my opinion, pain, anger, sadness, negative feelings can be a powerful motivator to get things done and to even make a difference if that's what we feel called to do. And I just saw number 1, 2, 3 on the timer. So as a last message, trust that everything happens for a reason, that you are being presented with the potential for a sacrifice for a reason, that you're struggling to walk away from someone or something for a reason, despite that it might be in your best interest. Maybe there really is something here to learn with that. And this person, this focus on your goals is significant for a reason, whether it's someone you want to work with, or it's just about you being a hardworking person who deserves better.